A massive rescue effort is underway in Indonesia's West Java province after a powerful earthquake that killed at least 162 people. Rescuers are trying to reach survivors in the rubble in the hardest hit city of Cianjur. Many of the dead are children who were trapped when schools collapsed. The magnitude 5.6 quake triggered landslides, causing further devastation. Hundreds of people have been injured, with local hospitals unable to cope with the influx of patients. Indonesia correspondent Ann Barker reports from Cianjur.
Shocked and terrified moments after the disaster. Most of those killed were students who'd finished classes for the day but were taking extra lessons at Islamic schools when they collapsed. The quake was shallow, they're often the most destructive. This is a densely populated area in the mountainous West Java region. Thousands of homes were destroyed.
When it happened, I was at home. I got out quick. Everything was flattened. Houses had collapsed.
The injured were rushed to the main hospital on whatever transport could carry them. Some arrived on motorbikes. Ambulances couldn't navigate around roads blocked by landslides. The hospital's parking lot became an emergency triage centre. Bleeding victims were treated on the concrete ground as aftershocks rocked the area. Wards were also damaged and the hospital lost power. Even those on duty were overwhelmed.
Thousands are now homeless and desperate for somewhere to go. Many, like these people, are forced to shelter in tents next to what's left of their homes.
This area is prone to landslides with poorly built houses that collapsed easily. The race is on to find survivors, but many fear the worst.
This is where all of my family are. My uncle, my little brother. Their houses have collapsed. 6 of my relatives are still missing. 3 of them are children.
Families searched through the night.
Everything collapsed beneath me and I fell on top of this child. One of my kids is still missing.
At first light, they shouted the name of the owner of this house, believed to be trapped inside. Later, more rescuers arrived, but it was too late. All they found was a body. Ann Barker, ABC News, Cianjur.
And Ann Barker joins me now. Ann, how much hope is there of finding survivors at this point?
Well, Karina, rescue teams are still trying to reach people in different areas. Through the night, survivors were digging, often with their bare hands, to try to free people from under the rubble. But we're not hearing too many success stories. Now, earth-moving equipment and excavators are starting to arrive in Cianjur here, but there are so many remote areas they still can't reach. Now, communications are very poor here, and the rescue's been complicated by power cuts. There have also been more than 100 aftershocks.
Ann Barker reporting from West Java in Indonesia.